Welcome back. I've got Mike Schreurs with me. Now, he is the writer and the cinematographer of Canali. Mike, thank you first off for being on the show. Can you tell me a little bit about what was the inspiration for this film?
Okay, well, first, thanks for having me. The inspiration for this film came from a personal experience that I had. I was at an employer, and I was having a pretty bad day. And somebody came by and dropped something off to me, and it was something small, and it changed my mentality, my mood, and something so small, just a small little gift, almost gave me hope, I guess you can say. And so I took that concept and I put it into Canali.
And what has the process been like from taking this from the screenplay to where it is now, where you're about to go and take it into a larger step? Because right now I believe it's like a short film.
Correct.
With aspirations of being a feature, which would be great.
Right.
But right now it's a short, and I heard it had a lot of things happening with it. One of your actors, Rachel McCash, was very passionate about this project, so much that she took a lot of extra classes to prepare for this role. Mm-hmm. Have you found that the rest of the crew and cast has been as passionate about this project as you have?
Very much so. This has been a long pre-production phase, and so they've hung into it, and they've always shown up. Like we have table reads or bouncing ideas off of them. They've always been very passionate and willing to help. And so I've got a lot of good energy behind me, pushing me, so I'm really excited.
Well, excellent. And now short films, what is your ultimate goal with Canali as it is right now? Because as a standalone piece, it's fine. It works. It's good. But is it your intention to take it as a feature film or as a series? What is your goal with it?
I'm still undecided on that. I've kind of toyed around with the idea of a feature. I think there's some really good characters, and I think the whole concept, it would be nice to put into a feature. Right now, the way that I'm currently thinking on it is I want to first get it produced. That's always the first step, mm-hmm. right?
Always.
Yeah, and then I would like to go and take it around the film festival circuit.
Right.
And so I would like to try to go over to Europe and have it in some of the film festivals there, and then bring it back home. Because
that would be interesting, especially take the short film and have it play in Italy and see if an Italian audience buys that as authentic as it was shot in Utah. Mm-hmm. That'd be interesting to see if that would pan out. Now, but you've also been working on other things. Canali has been your main focal point, but you've also are producing a lot of commercials lately.
Correct.
How is that between moving from making a film that's very much longer than your average 30-second commercial, and then trying to put in really quick stories into a 30-minute package? Have you had a lot of bleed over into the talent skill set that you have for each? So as a filmmaker into a commercial maker?
Yes. I like doing commercials. The reason is because you have to fit the story in such a short period of time. And sometimes you only have 15 seconds because the last 15 has to be part of the end slate, right?
Sure.
And so I think that helps me work on my storytelling skills to see what's important and what's not. And so when I'm doing filmmaking, then maybe my stories are stronger. Mm-hmm. So I like that aspect of it. And then from filmmaking over, I'm able to take some of that cinematic feel, some of that narrative style of shooting, and put it into commercials. And so it makes more visually pleasing.
Right. Now, I have a personal investment in television commercials, and you're working with a lot of local businesses to make their commercials. What are some of the things that you would suggest to the business owners that are interested in making a commercial that they should have planned before they come and talk to you about producing it?
Know one thing you want to talk about. Not multiple things. A lot of the clients, when I start working with them, and I talk to them about what they're trying to say, they come out with so many different things, and they try to cram so much information to commercial. And I think it's more effective if you have one thing that you're trying to sell. That makes a better commercial. And it may be more expensive, but I think have multiple commercials for multiple points, and that way they're continuously cycling and brand awareness.
I think you nailed it right on the head. And I wish every single business owner that watches this show really thinks about what you said and says, you know what? This is our main message. This is what we want to do. This is what we'll do. Mike, thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate it. And when we come back, we're going to be talking to some more awesome filmmakers here in the state. You're watching Filmed in Utah.